Hi there, and welcome to the free Pinterest training, where you will learn 3 useful tips to organically boost your traffic and sales online using Pinterest based on my own experience. So, here I just want to give you some tips on how to understand and leverage the power of Pinterest. So, welcome, my friend. Let's put our cards on the table and be honest. Most webinars are a waste of time, right? I've seen enough to come to this conclusion, and it's part of the marketing obsolete way of doing things. So, usually webinars are of very low value, upsetting, and pretty insulting too. But I'm too smart to fall for them, and you are too. So that's why I can assure you that during the next few minutes we'll spend together, you will learn a lot. I want you to get value today, regardless of if you buy my course or not. Why? Because I like to disrupt the status quo, and I really, genuinely like to help others. It's that simple. So get ready, because I'm about to teach you 3 useful tips for using Pinterest in your business. Yeah, you can call me crazy, but I love to see people happy and succeeding. I think that marketing is absolutely fascinating and that it's all about understanding what happens in people's head. I'm a professional overthinker, so you can bet I am truly passionate about this field. I also believe that there's enough space for everyone to succeed if they really want to, and that we rise by helping each other. I'm also convinced that good attracts good, and that our goal should always be to aspire to inspire. So if you haven't yet, I really invite you to download the free Pinterest setup guide I created. It's super complete, and within 7 professional steps, you will have the foundation of your Pinterest business account set up for you, and it only takes a few minutes to do it. And if you have any questions, I'm always available. Then, once you've set up your account, you can share your screenshot with the tribe. So as you know, I'm rooting for you, and I really want to see you succeed, because your success is my success. I will personally make sure that you take action, and I will hold you accountable, because this is how we go further. I will be your cheerleader and help you better your profile. So just consider it another bonus of working with me. But wait, who am I? I'm your new digital marketing know-it-all bestie. My name is Diane, and for the past 10 years, I have built multiple businesses as a content creator, a blogger, a digital marketing consultant, a business coach, an online educator, and a tech startup founder. I have mastered social media strategies using Pinterest and Instagram to grow my online presence and reach more clients. I have helped hundreds of clients with their own business online presence through my agency, a digital creative consultancy called the Classy Consultancy. And I have taught over, and even more now, 300 students how to use Pinterest to boost their businesses in less than a year, with my signature course that was released last year in the middle of the pandemic. And I did that using Pinterest. I haven't even promoted this course to my existing audience on Instagram that counts more than 60,000 people. So this is how powerful Pinterest truly is. Okay, so without further ado, now let's get started with the training. For today, you will need a quiet space. You can keep your phone on, bring your motivation, and grab yourself a nice cup of tea or coffee. Before we get started, let me ask you these 3 questions. Do you have a dream or a business but just have no clue where to start on using Pinterest for marketing? Do you wish you could reach your ideal clients each week with less effort on your part? And finally, do you wish you knew how to get people to actually land on your online content so that they could see what you're all about? You're in luck, my friend, because here's what you're going to learn today. In the first module, you will learn my signature funnel process. You will learn and practice 2 easy Pinterest funnels, one to get more sales or email subscribers, and the other one to get more followers on social media. In the second module, I will teach you how to create winning pins for Pinterest, asking the right questions to create the right content, a tip you probably didn't know when creating pins, and how to easily and effortlessly create fresh pins in 5 minutes. Less than 5 minutes even. In the third module, I will be prepping you for success. So you will understand what traffic actually means and create a strategy to convert followers into customers. And last but not least, you will understand how traffic is cool, but conversion is way cooler. But then, why should you trust me? I want to tell you how it all started. And this is the story of how the Classy Academy was born. When COVID-19 hit, I got more clients than I could handle, and I realized that I was mostly repeating the same tasks and advices with different clients over and over. I was juggling with so many plates, especially with the startup I give back, that I decided to look into the e-learning market to sell my knowledge and help more people. What I realized, and when it actually really hit me, was in March 2020. I did a brand partnership with Honda Switzerland, and I was really proud of the article I wrote and the content I created, but I was definitely disappointed by the stats on Instagram. For the exact same content I posted on Instagram and was reposted on Pinterest, the results were mind-blowing. On the right column, you see the results of the statistics of Instagram, and on the left column, you see the results from Pinterest. Just after pretty much 2 weeks, there's a huge gap between actually getting your work seen on Pinterest and also getting this traffic driven to your website, whereas on Instagram, people were just watching but passive to whatever was being shared with them. I had a feeling that Pinterest could be more useful than Instagram at so many levels. So I got to work, I created a system, and I experimented until I found the right strategy. And within 3 months, I reached my goals and more. And so that's how the Classy Academy was born. Before Pinterest, I was definitely working like crazy to get my content seen on Instagram, with less and less results. I was bored by the pay-to-play game on Instagram, and I was tired and constantly under pressure. I had lost all creativity, and I stopped reaching out to brands for partnership because the stats were not up to my expectations or theirs. After Pinterest, game changer system. I was landing more partnerships than ever before. My content works for me, and this is in the present tense, as it is still working for me. And I use Pinterest for all my businesses. I'm making more money with my businesses because they're more visible. So today, and actually for the first time in 2 years, I could finally afford to take some time off. Pretty much whenever I wanted to. I traveled a little with the COVID-19 restrictions and all, but also the startup to launch in very soon. But most importantly, I don't feel under constant pressure to work 24/7. It took some time, but I trusted the process, I kept working, and I finally got the freedom I deserve. And now it's your turn. So let's dive into Module 1, Create Evergreen Funnels with Pinterest. There is nothing more simple. Yes, really. What's a funnel? Simply put, a digital marketing funnel is a strategic model that represents the entire buying journey of your ideal client, from the moment they know your brand until the time they become customers. This concept is widely used among salespeople, but has also become a fundamental resource for the success of any marketing strategy. How do you turn someone from pinner to customer? Step 1. They will search a topic on Pinterest. For example, how to use Pinterest to market my business. They will choose a pin from the results. They will get on a landing page and a sign up. And step 4, you will deliver value through a sales page or through an email sequence. See how easy it is? In just 4 steps, you can create a very simple evergreen system with Pinterest. Then how do you turn a pinner into a follower? So they will search a topic on Pinterest, and that's exactly what I used last year. Motivational quotes. Step 2, they will choose that pin. And step 3, they will land on the Instagram account in question related, linked to this pin. And then step 4, they just have to hit follow if they like what they see. Now on to module 2. How do you create winning pins that gets clicked? We all know Canva. I've got more. By the way, in my course, the last episode is all about my toolkit. So all of the apps I use that most of you don't even know about or heard of to efficiently and effortlessly create content. Just consider these facts. Pinterest monetization happens naturally if you leverage the power of this platform. After setting up your account right, you create pins that gets clicked and then optimize them to reach your target audience. Did you know that Pinterest has over 450 million active users and that 100 million of those came just in 2020 alone? Did you know that 85% of pinners use this network to make purchase decisions? Third fact, 95% of top searches on Pinterest are unbranded. And this is actually great news because it means that pinners are open to discover new ideas and products, regardless of if they are from a famous brand or not. And finally, one of my favorite fact ever is that 1 billion videos are being watched on Pinterest every day. All of this tells you that it isn't a social media. It's a visual search engine, and a very powerful one at that. So use it as such. People don't use it to follow people. They use it to look for something. How to do this or that. Recipes with pasta or fish or blah blah blah. Dresses for a date. This is the kind of stuff you can look for in the search bar. I also find this very interesting. Your number of followers doesn't matter. This is great. Why? Because even with 0 followers, you can actually start attracting traffic with the right strategy. And I do see it every day because that's what I help my clients do. Your followers will actually matter because there's no bots or need for them on Pinterest. So people who follow you actually do it with intent because they truly like the content you provide them with. So ask yourself, 1. Keywords. What is my ideal client actually typing in the search bar on Pinterest? 2. The visuals. How do I communicate clearly and simply what the pin is linked to in the image and caption? And 3. The funnel. What do I link to and how do I find a way to capture the audience? Don't start with excuses. Yeah, but I don't have content for Pinterest. I don't know what to post on Pinterest. Well, do you have Instagram? If you already post content on Instagram, you have something to share on Pinterest. You have a Facebook page or group where you share stuff about your life and business? Well, that's pinnable content. You have a blog and it's not getting much traction these days. Well, perfect. Pinterest is the key, my dear. A podcast. What are you waiting for? Share the love on Pinterest. You have a shop. That's interesting. You can sell products. If you have an Etsy store or a digital product like ebooks, you can also sell them thanks to Pinterest. A course. Any landing page you can think of to collect emails, use it on Pinterest. To create your first pins, you will have to design a graphic respecting a pin format and redirect it to your existing content. Less really is more when it comes to designing pins. Make it very minimalistic. You don't have to put too many information on one pin. Then you create and post 1 to 2 fresh pins per day to see actual results in no time. And I have news for you. A new pin graphic pointing to the same piece of content is considered fresh. In other words, you can trick the system by creating slightly different pins and link them to the same content, blog post, whatever it is. It will still count as fresh. So, do you get where I'm going with this? To create winning pins, you have to choose the content you want to promote. Could be a blog post, a landing page, a podcast, a TikTok video. And then you create a graphic pin. So do it right, respect optimization rules, format, and best practices. And then just add your branding elements to stand out. You can also create video pins. That's my forte. You can take advantage of idea pins because content is king, but video is queen. 4. You create 10 to 15 versions of the same pin. Remember the fresh pins I just talked about? This is it. You take one blog post, so one link, and then you create 10 different graphics and you will have 5 to 10 days worth of content. Just like that, depending on whether you post 1 pin a day or 2 pins a day. And finally, the lifespan of a pin. It is 3 months minimum and even more. So your content truly works for you and not the other way around. How to quickly create 10 pins in 5 minutes. Depending on the type of content you create, you always have to be creative. But here are a few tips to really get you to understand how you can recycle 1 pin into 10. For example, you post the title of your blog post with a photo. Then you can post the title with a plain background. Then you post the title with a stock image. Then you can use a different stock image. You can post the title plus an excerpt of that blog post. What is inside of it? You can post the title while targeting a specific audience. Let's say you wrote a blog post on how to use Pinterest as a creative entrepreneur, right? To target a specific audience, you can use graphic designers only or wedding photographers only. Both are creative entrepreneurs, right? You do the same with another target audience. And then you can use a different title to test if it resonates better. Then you can also post a quote from your blog post or your podcast. And last but not least, and it's a really powerful one, use infographics or a bullet point list. Boom! 10 pins done. I told you, it is easy. Okay, let's get to module 3. Prep yourself for success with Pinterest. Traffic is cool, sure, but financial freedom is better. It's simple math. If you have solid content material, products, or digital offers, and you couple it with powerful visuals and CTAs, boom, you get traffic that automatically leads to more sales and profits. Let me explain. To get traffic, you need to understand that your dream client is looking for you, but they just have to find you. You need to prove that you can make their life simpler and better by solving a major problem for them. And remember that Pinterest is all about inspiration. This is why Pinterest should be an essential pawn in your marketing strategy. If you use it right, it won't even cost you anything. You don't have to use ads. Traffic plus sales equal free. And if I were you, I'd sign up for my course right away. But I'd also sign up for Pinterest. So Pinterest helps to direct people to you. This is what traffic is. It will lead to sales, followers, downloads, listeners, readers. It is up to you to convert that traffic into clients. This is something only you can do. Too many people use Pinterest without having a clear plan. And without a plan, you won't get far there. Instead of simply focusing your efforts on getting more eyes on your offer, you should really work on a plan to convert. A quick breakdown on how to use Pinterest for service-based businesses, and the other one on how to use Pinterest for product-based businesses. I needed to get some business-specific examples because excuses are the number one thing that make you pass on amazing opportunities. And some of my students or clients came to me and say, yeah, well, I just found that on Pinterest and I'm kind of interested, but also I'm like, is it right for me? Because I don't sell products. Another person with the same question telling me, yeah, but I don't sell services. Is it still useful for me? Okay. You create content that leads your future client directly to hiring you. You position yourself as an expert in your niche by writing how-to articles. You create a local Pinterest strategy by using geographic keywords and collaborate with other local businesses. Now, how to use Pinterest for product-based businesses? Well, you create content around what you sell instead of just pinning your products. You show people how to use your products with how-to articles and creative solutions to your clients' pain points. Finally, you use SEO to your advantage with descriptive words someone would search for to find your product. Then, once people land on your page, what is your plan to capture their attention and gain a way to connect with them again? Be smart about your plan. Not everyone will opt in. Your invitation needs to be simple, crystal clear to attract only the right recipient. So traffic is cool, but converting is cooler, the classy plan. After someone discovers you, what do you hope they get away with? Connect with intent, then add a call to action. Let's start with a pin that solves a problem and adds value, and then an invitation to a website, a group, an email list. And then you create an experience that connects on a personal level. So you're now in control through your newsletter or a way out of Pinterest to still get in touch with that person. And so you can now make sales, rinse, and repeat. Pinterest is a traffic driver, but it is then up to you to create a plan around it to convert and keep in touch with these people. Now tell me, why did you come here today? Are you tired of social media platforms who are time-consuming and aren't yielding much results? Or you have a product or service, but no one is finding it or visiting your website? Or is it because you don't have a huge budget to invest in ads but still need to get clients or make sales? Dear, this is the sign you were waiting for. It is time to elevate your game, to drive traffic to your website, have a solid strategy in place, and convert that traffic into cash. Get inspired. It's you first, always. And that's something I like to repeat myself. Me, myself, and I want blah blah blah. It's my kind of manifestation. I don't do anything like everyone else. Nothing new here, but still, try it. Find clarity and make yourself a vision board. And then fall in love with the process. A real step-by-step system that you can implement today to boost your traffic with little effort on your part. So if you want to get results 10 times faster, it's time to get your hands on the Classy Way to Pinterest. You can get started with a complete Pinterest marketing blueprint to boost your traffic, grow your profits, get to work with your ideal clients, and most importantly, do more of what you love, both in your professional and personal lives. What? In this course, you will learn everything Pinterest related as well as the classy Pinterest strategy behind an organic growth of 0 to 1 million visitors in just 3 months from an actual specialist of Pinterest. So that specialist will be me. I will be your course instructor. I'm a digital marketing consultant and strategist with a decade of experience using Pinterest and Instagram. Why? This course is for you if you want it. It's all about you. There is this quote that says, you can't help someone that doesn't want to be helped. Unless you're ready to learn how to make your business work for you and not the other way around, and that you truly want to learn how to leverage the power of Pinterest, I can't do anything for you. If you want to keep looking and create a system based on Google, YouTube, and whatever else, TikTok perhaps, and just piece it together until you eventually have something that is glued and holds a bit, go do that. I used to be a little bit like you, but eventually it took me 10 years to acquire that freedom I really wanted, and I am self-taught, but it takes a lot of time. And within the last 2 years, what I did was truly invest in mentors to learn what I cannot afford. Like, I don't have the time anymore to figure it out on my own. That's what I realized only 2 years ago. Like, how stupid I was. I could have done so much more if I wasn't trying to do everything on my own. And so I found mentors, I found course creators that understood something that I didn't. I hired a team and people that master stuff that I don't. And this is how it's going way faster now. But just because I had this mindset shift. And lastly, when this course will take place on whenever you want. It's a lifetime access, go at your own pace course, and there will be regular updates. That's for sure. So you can take advantage of the whole curriculum right here. 9 episodes on what's Pinterest and why you should use it for marketing, how to create your first boards, how to create pins, video pins, animated pins, how often you should post, and what the keyword search method, my best practices for marketing on Pinterest, the strategy I created to reach millions of people on Pinterest, the different strategies based on my experience with different clients. There's a lot of examples. You will learn how to create your own Pinterest marketing strategy, and you will get bonus tips as well as my exact toolkit. On top of all of that, you get a sweet suite of bonuses, the Classy Social Media Planner, a free access to the Classy Tribe mentorship community, and as you know, if you choose to pay in full, you will also get the pin templates. This is Yahena, who took the Pinterest Classy Signature course last year after discovering the Classy Tribe on Pinterest. And she says that after 2 weeks of applying the Classy method, I started attracting more visitors, not only to my Pinterest account, but also my website, quickly allowing me to land new partnerships. I'm not only grateful for Diane sharing her knowledge, but also for her generous time during our one-on-one sessions. She really went above and beyond to make sure I reach my goals. She's truly a powerhouse. Your messages, your feedback are everything to me. They motivate me to new heights every time, because what you need to know is that before I put all of this out there and before I created all of it, I had this idea. And then my mind started to make me doubt myself, my worth, my legitimacy to be teaching anything to anyone. I'm really proud of me today for doing all of that, learning everything that I've learned along the way. I'm grateful for my failures, my mistakes, the things I did not know before, and to be able to actually change lives the way I do on a daily basis is the best thing I could wish for, truly. So let me ask you this. What if all of this helped you attract just one more client per month, giving you more income? What if all of this helped you drive more traffic to your site so people can learn about you and what you have to offer? What if it gave you a chance to connect with your ideal clients for free in just a few minutes per week? Would it be worth it? On a serious note, what's holding you back from finding success on Pinterest? Some will say, oh, I can barely keep up with all the other social media I'm juggling with, let alone adding one more platform. Oh, well, I will just keep pinning aimlessly until I find a strategy on my own. Yeah, I heard that too. Oh, I will just Google and YouTube stuff until I get enough information to crack the code and get a solid plan. Good luck with that. I hope that you learned something, that you learned a lot even. And if you want to learn even more, you know what to do and how to reach me. I wish you all the best in your business endeavors and life, and I definitely hope that our path will cross again in the future. Have a lovely day or night, whatever time you're watching this. Bye bye!